Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. GitLab Bug Bounty Program Overview. GitLab has a bug bounty program that allows ethical hackers and security researchers to find and report vulnerabilities in their software. The program is managed through platforms like hackerone, and participants can earn rewards based on the severity and impact of the bugs they find. Understanding the 580 GitLab Bug Bounty. The term 580 in the context of GitLab's bug bounty might refer to a specific type of vulnerability or a classification code for a bug. Bug bounty programs often have various categories for vulnerabilities, such as cross-site scripting, XSS, SQL injection, remote code execution, RCE, authentication issues, information disclosure. Steps to participate in the GitLab Bug Bounty Program. 1. Familiarize yourself with the rules. Before you start, read GitLab's Bug Bounty Program guidelines. Understand the scope of the program, rules of engagement, and the types of vulnerabilities they are interested in. 2. Set up your environment. Create a GitLab account if you don't have one. Set up any necessary tools for testing, example Burp Suite, OWASP, etc. 3. Identify targets. Check the scope of the bounty program to understand which GitLab applications or services are in scope for testing. 4. Conduct reconnaissance. Use tools and techniques to gather information about the target application. This can include subdomain enumeration, port scanning, technology stack identification. 5. Explore the application. Navigate through the application to identify potential vulnerabilities. Here are some common areas to focus on. User input fields, example forms, search bars, URLs and parameters, authentication and sessions, APIs. 6. Test for vulnerabilities. Here's an example of testing for a cross-site scripting, XSS, vulnerability. Example, cross-site scripting, XSS. Step 1. Identify input fields. Identify places in the application where user input is accepted, such as comments, user profiles, or search functions. Step 2. Craft an XSS payload. An XSS payload can be as simple as HTML, script alert, XSS vulnerability, /script. Step 3. Inject the payload. Try injecting this payload into an input field. For example, if there is a comment section, enter the payload as a comment. Step 4. Observe the behavior. If the application reflects the input back to the page without proper sanitization, you may see the alert box pop up, indicating an XSS vulnerability. Reporting the vulnerability. If you find a vulnerability, prepare a report that includes title, a concise title for the bug. Description, a detailed explanation of the bug, including steps to reproduce it. Impact, explain the potential impact of the vulnerability. Evidence, screenshots, logs, or any other evidence that supports your findings. Recommendations, suggest how the vulnerability could be mitigated. Example report structure. Markdown. Title, reflected XSS in comments section. Description, the comments section of the blog allows for HTML input without proper sanitization, which can lead to XSS vulnerabilities. Steps to reproduce. 1. Navigate to the blog post. 2. In the comments section, enter the following payload. HTML. Script alert, XSS vulnerability, /script. 3. Submit the comment. 4. Observe that the alert box appears. Impact, an attacker could use this vulnerability to execute malicious scripts in the context of the user's session. Evidence. XSS evidence, link _to _screenshot. Recommendations, implement input sanitization and output encoding on user-generated content. Conclusion. Participating in GitLab's bug bounty program is a great way to contribute to the security of their applications while also honing your skills as a security researcher. Always ensure that you follow ethical guidelines and the specific rules of engagement set by GitLab. Happy hunting!